What's going on, nerds? Mark here, back with a new tech video, and today we have an exciting one here. We have the Cooler Master Masterhub. And it is so early stage that it is just in this plain white box. We're going to do a preview unboxing and kind of get the gist of the product. So we're very hyped, Cooler Master. Thank you for sending this out. It's just going to be a simple slipcover. They actually did send me 2 other boxes, and I did kind of cheat because this doesn't even have tape to hold it down. Just slips open. All you can really see is that it has these packages. So I wanted to wait. I didn't want to open anything. I think these are all the modules that they could potentially have as like a la carte items, or maybe it even comes with the product. But we're just gonna go one at a time here. There actually is a big box underneath right here. But nevertheless, we're gonna go one at a time. I'm gonna move my coffee. This is module number 1. These are supposed to be like MagSafe things, and you could just pop them out. But this is what came out of the box. I have no idea what I'm looking at. It's like it's like these 2 scroll wheels. They don't click or anything. All right, we're just gonna go one at a time here. I'm just going with the flow. We have 3 knobs in there. Let me just pop this out. It just slips actually right out, okay. And here's the next module. These do click. They definitely click. So we have 3 knobs that I would hope are customizable, which I'm sure they are. They look like they have RGB rings here. The side's pretty neat, but we'll find out soon when we set it all up. But this might come in handy for sure. There's another box right here. Maybe it's the same thing, maybe it's not. I don't even know what this is at all. I don't want to break it. Gotta destroy the box a little bit. Sorry, Cooler Master. It's yet another wheel. This is more of like a dial. It looks like it has some sort of screen here, so maybe you can have that give you your PC specs, or maybe it's like an audio indicator. I don't know, we're gonna find out. It looks like you can also click the wheel. Oh, okay, it's a directional, I think. But now we did the 2 little boxes there. We're gonna move on to this part for sure. We're gonna move on to the main packaging. This is going to, and this is going to be, if you know what the Stream Deck is, of course you're going to know what this looks like. This is going to be all of our, I guess, folders and hotkeys, our macro keys, things we can customize for any pop-ups or things we want to do during our live streams. And it does have a strip of Cooler Master branding right here. Luckily, they're all protected with these like plastic covers. I won't take them off until I kind of have it all set up, just so it keeps it all clean for the video. The next box is right up here. And these are gonna be a bunch of sliders, kind of like a little mixing table. I do some audio work, but not like that. I'm not like an audio engineer, so I'm curious to see how this is gonna apply to my lifestyle, or maybe it won't. The dials feel very nice though, nice butter to them. Enough restriction to kind of get that precise movement when you're going up or down. But every single one of these strips or modules has these 4 little MagSafe notches here. And then they also have, I don't know how this applies, maybe it's like a locking mechanism, this purple corner. They also have this kind of like trim. I believe this is the final step of the Masterhub, the actual platform itself. I'm gonna like pull the box a little. I'll grab this tab and slip it out. And that's definitely everything. That is all the boxes Cooler Master has given to me. This is the last one. And then we'll set it all up. I gotta figure out how to open this. All right, these are tabs. Come on. Bam. And there it is. Let's pull it out of the box. I see some wires, so it just slips right out once you like pull this little plastic tab. But that looks quite intricate, but it's probably simpler than I'd imagine once I get it all laid out. Oh yeah, vertical, horizontal. All right, it pretty much tells you, oh, you can have it horizontal, I suppose. That's pretty neat. I didn't even think about that. I was always just concerned about having it vertical, but I suppose if you want to have it like horizontal on your desk, by all means, I think that's possible. But before we set it up, let's check what's underneath. There's probably like a kickstand and some wires, and then we'll start attaching some stuff on camera. Braided cable comes right out of the box. Hopefully it's 6 feet. Definitely feels like 6 feet. Yep, definitely gonna be a 2-meter cable, USB-C to USB-C. We do have a right angle there as well. All right, there is some, like, I don't know if this is the kickstand or some rubber feet, but it is rubber. It does have a rubber texture. I'll figure that out in 2 seconds. All right, so there are no instructions because this is a preview. I don't know what this rubber thing is for. Oh, it's a magnet and it's rubber. Okay, things are coming together. All right, so this definitely magnetizes right in that little slot here. This is what this demonstration is. See, that's a magnet, but it's clearly not in the right spot. And this thing has like that little spherical, whatever you want to say, feet. They slip right in so it doesn't fall out. And you can just lift it out Very simple, actually. So that's my kickstand, I'd imagine. Honestly, I really don't know what this thing is going to do because it's really not going to work as a kickstand, but I guess you could just use it to lay it up against like a flat surface. We will find out sooner or later. I've seen other people online with kickstand, or maybe they made their own, but I feel like this definitely needs a kickstand. But nonetheless, let's start attaching some modules. You know what, we're gonna start out with the largest one because I think this is supposed to be the primary anyway. So we're gonna go in the vertical orientation. And I suppose that's why there are so many different slots for this. They have it all set up for either horizontal or vertical. So it seems like very nice manufacturing. I don't know what the cost of this is gonna be yet. Let me see if they gave me a MSRP or something like that. I didn't ask them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's an MSRP yet. Anyway, who cares? It's probably gonna be whatever it's gonna be, but it is good manufacturing, and I suppose it's gonna go for a little bit of money. So they have these little nubs here to indicate, I guess, where to seat the device, because the backs of these things have like the little seats, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You don't even have to think about it. I just slapped it on without even thinking, and it magnetizes pretty aggressively. Like the magnet is pretty strong. You could probably see, yeah, like, I can't even, it's almost like I can't even fight it when it's like one-handed. It just wants to grab, yep, just grabs. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Slap this without even thinking. I'm just gonna assume it's in the correct position, and it is. No problem. It's brainless. It seems way more complicated when looking at this platform, but you just honestly just do what you think your brain wants to do, and it is simply going to work. The purple is just, I guess, the way to indicate what's top, the top part of it. That's all I've really figured out. And then you just slap it on. This is a very interesting device. You know, this is a very modern take on customizability and gaming technology, content creation technology. I just made this layout without even trying, and we're gonna try and change the layout here by removing these mixing sliders or whatever, and then we're gonna put on these dials, which seem pretty fun to mess around with, like Adobe Photoshop Lightroom. Maybe I could use it as like an adjustment knob, which is very interesting to me. Boom. This thing is, oh, this is probably upside down. See, I'm like magnetized on there, but I don't think it's in the seat, like the MagSafe seat. Do I just have it in the wrong spot? This knob feels like it's seated right, but then when I go to seat this one, I feel like I don't have anywhere to line it up. So maybe there is a right or wrong way to do this. Let's see. I'm gonna move this bar right there for sure. That lines up. And let's try this. That definitely lines up with the MagSafe. No, it doesn't. I lied. So this for sure lines up. Yes, okay, so there is a right or wrong way you could do this. There's not like infinite combinations. I just tried to really think about and look at where everything was lining up magnetically. And although it does magnetize to the platform, and it could still be in the wrong seat. So that's for sure something to look out for with this device. I do like that it does grab regardless, so that is a nice design, but just be cognizant that there is a right or wrong way to lay this out. But the good thing is you could still customize like what pieces you want, but there is certain spots that they can sit on. Maybe like move this platform and see what happens. Let's just try a different layout and see if I could mess up here. So we're gonna put this piece in the middle now. Let's see if this lines up with it does. This one is good to go here, and you could definitely slap this bar right on the bottom. That works. So let's remove these two top ones so we can try and put the sliders on top. And it definitely has a MagSafe seat for it. I would just say look out for these like sliders and whatever this button is. We're gonna figure it out very soon. Otherwise, very excited to try this device out. Let's get this plugged in and see what we're dealing with here. All right, so I'm currently updating the Master software because it was out of date. And we're gonna plug this thing in right now. There's two USB ports, not really sure why. We will have to figure that out because they only gave me one cable. This I'm gonna plug into my little power block over here, and it doesn't even look like it's getting power from that. No compatible devices connected, detected. I can't believe you. Maybe it's the USB-C port. Maybe that's an out and this is the in. Oh, let's do that again for the folks at home. Boom, one's an in, I think one's an out. You can see that the RGB kicked on. Anyway, ooh, we got a little animation. Let's pull this thing off so we can see the animation. Very fun device so far. I just like cool little things like this, so It just kind of intrigues me. I like how there's RGB behind the slider, and it's only where the slider is like underneath. So like if I bring them all down, you can see that they're not above the slider and it's only underneath. That's pretty neat. All right, so let's open up Master Plus software and see if it tells me there's no detectable software yet. Wow. Should I restore my computer? These buttons are kind of stiff. I'm not too fond of these buttons, but I mean, they'll definitely get the job done, but they all feel kind of broken. It's like, almost, they feel like sticky. Like this one is sticking. Hopefully they improve those. There's also this plastic sheath on Cooler Master logo. We do have RGB for sure, and a display in that notch like I spoke about. Very interesting. These I'm most excited for sure. But you know what I'm not excited about? The fact that I don't have customization rights right now. All right, this ASMR plastic removal. While I have the RGB on, let us try out like a horizontal setup here. I haven't done that yet. So I've been rocking vertical this whole time. I'm not even imagining anything horizontal, and I should be, you know, we gotta appease all the people here. So I slapped that thing up there, and I'm pretty sure I could just take this guy. Hard to do on camera with like my hands, my weird hand. And now I have a horizontal setup. Pretty cool, right? And actually, I do like it more than I thought horizontal. I probably have it, yeah, I have it probably upside down, because I should put this thing here. We gotta lock in right now, we gotta lock in. Now we're cooking. Yes, the RGB turned on, that's how you know it works. Now we're cooking. Horizontal setup. You know what? This thing's pretty damn cool so far. And also, I was wrong about the software. They have their own software that I'm downloading right now. So we're downloading the Masterhub software because you can't use the Master Plus, like general hardware software that they have. You gotta use a separate software. All right, so we're gonna install this up for everyone so we can try and customize this on camera for the first time. We're just gonna see what's up. Let's start it up. I'm actually more curious about the sliders. All right, we're gonna do some surgery. Okay, so I put that down there. I don't know if this is gonna work out. I don't think you can have the sliders horizontally. I think you have to have it vertically. I mean, if you wanna have the buttons at least. I mean, I'm sure you don't have to have all the buttons at all, and then you could just prioritize like empty space. If you just don't need it all, you could just kind of have the platform empty. It doesn't look like, unless you can control them like weirdly, I don't know, just doesn't seem practical to have it like that, like horizontal sliders. I don't know how that's gonna really work. Unless the audio people can correct me here. This is a functional setup right now, and that's horizontal, but this is vertical. I'm a little sussed out right now. I didn't really point this out, but we do have an RGB strip going around the entire device here. Hopefully you can customize that, but we're gonna get into that right now after I allow my computer to download this. Start Masterhub, yes. Okay, I'm gonna quickly revert to vertical because I'm gonna customize in the vertical formation. All right, so this is the current layout we're working with. We got the screen dial, the 3 dials, these other 2 dials, and the buttons, and they're all working and they're all powered on. Let us customize. Let's just fool around with this. They have a tutorial, but I'm just gonna, you know, play around with this. Just assuming I'm a brainless customer. Obviously we have profiles that we could save and store if you wanna have one configuration and then have different presets for different softwares and stuff. That's very helpful, of course. 15 keys, control pad. Let's click these numbers, edit page 1. All right, so we can have different pages of buttons, which is very nice. Let's just add a page for fun. I would imagine we can scroll through these pages live, which would be even nicer. Single module whole kits. Let's see, effect, that is RGB. Change the RGB brightness. Let's just go static so I can see what's going on. All right, so it does affect the static RGB. Let's just show you really quick. It does affect, because you can't see it on the screen. It makes this static and it also makes this static. I would imagine the audio sliders work the same way here. So it looks like you can only do mass changes to the RGB as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't look like, oh no, you can, okay, right here. This is, I'm tripping. Single module, you can change the whole kit at once if you're lazy, or if you want to do everything individually. You can't change each knob, that's for sure, individually. It's all or nothing with the knobs. You can have random, which is pretty cool, but I'm cycling now. Yeah, so there you go. They have to be uniform, the knobs. It would be cool if you could individually customize, like one is each color, but it's not that big of a deal. Bass, and then you can change the bass. We'll do random for the bass. All right, that's pretty fun. Little RGB things makes all the difference. Let's see what else we got here. Lighting, settings, navigation. Oh, edit icon. Oh, that's the icon. All right, so I'm changing. Okay, cool. You can just customize, awesome. How do I add text? Icon library. All right, so they give you preset icons recently used. Can I import my own icon? text align, font size, background. Just so you can see what we're doing, obviously we're customizing one of these buttons. The lighting in there looks pretty clean. I mean, you can kind of see like the pixelated nature of the button. It's not like a 4K screen, but it does look pretty nice. The colors are vibrant. Definitely a plus for that. You can add a favorite, or you can add favorite colors. All right, so it's pretty standard customization when in these type of softwares. It's just, you know, nested in a certain way to make it look nice. I don't know how to add text. We're gonna get to that in a second. Just gonna add some random text there. How do I add the text? I think this is just the icon. Download the icon. Edit icon, trash icon. Oh, I see. Okay, it's like reset. What's that? Oh, that's enabling the text. Okay. Oh, title enable. All right, so that's a little hard to see. Can I move? Let's go back in. Can I move the title, or it's only on the top? You're gonna wanna probably go with bright text or very contrasted text. It's very thin on the device. It's very hard to see. Text align. All right, I mean, you can like align it to the, all right, that's as most as you got. It definitely gets the job done, but as you can see, the G is like cut off. I don't know why they do this. I guess it's just the size. But if you keep lowering the size, it's definitely hard to see. The text is kind of just like there, honestly, just to appease people like me. But oh, there's only like 4 different sizes, only 4. Okay, that's also a thing. In general, it's just hard to read. Nice for like quick viewing. I don't know if you can see that, but that's like the medium text. Where we're gonna move on, that's the button customization. Let's add a button really quick. Let's add another one. How do I do that? Save. Okay, it's saved. Settings. How do I add a button? It knows I'm vertical as well. I can't change it either. I want to add a button. So that's page 1, page 2. I can't click on these right now. Unless I'm, oh, you have to drag them in maybe? Brightness? Oh, these are, so I just, okay. And I can customize this button. Okay, I see. Multitasking. Oh, okay, now we're getting down and dirty with this software. The pieces are coming together. Multitasking, drag an action from the top and all right, so you can do more than one things with this one button. Sort, I would imagine the order of that. All right, so we can really get down and dirty here with customization. Create a new page. What's that do? Let me click it. Oh, it creates a new page. Oh, that's aggressive. Next page is probably nice. Previous page. You can probably put next and previous down here. So you can like on each page. That would be a good idea, something like that. System, see like undo, and just having all these buttons and just general features of the computer, even if you're not streaming, is pretty handy if you're like someone who really likes hotkeys or just increasing the efficiency of your workflow. I didn't really think about it like that. I always just think about it in like a live stream setting. All right, yeah, so that's pretty cool. You can do really customize your live stream right here. Transition, okay. The pieces are really coming together here. Everything you need during your live stream are right here, customizable. I never really used Streamlabs, but this is very interesting. Again, it's in its premature stages, but they do have a lot here. The customization is very nice. Like the lighting and the look of each button is pretty cool. I'm just very impressed with the overall aesthetic. They really took like the commonly known Stream Deck and made it something more. If you click on these, you can see that they have different options as well. Let's keep that in mind. So obviously see how I change. System, undo, redo. I don't know, media, track, control, media, fast, back, forward, sure. Drop, okay, drop feature there. That's kind of strange. You have to like hover over it and then go to it. So just be careful how you drag. Oh, and can I customize it now? See, that is awesome. That is cool. I'll show you what that looks like on camera here. The RGB is kind of low res in my opinion. You know, I thought it would be like a higher res display than the buttons, but it's very similar to the resolution of the smaller buttons. It's not the biggest complaint here. They do have a lot of options for performance here. Even, oh, they have a time. See, like, even all this is cool. The default just shows the actual function of the button that you apply to it. I wish I can customize the look of the button. It's kind of boring, but that's why I guess you would put this on. It's less boring. Image. Oh, I can import an image? Yo. All right, let's put an image here. I don't know, let's just pick something like this. All right, can I customize it? I can't really customize the image, but you know, now I'm just asking for too much. But again, I'll show you what that looks like. It's just something silly you could do. I appreciate the little things here. I guess these knobs do exactly what these knobs can do, except for a timer. This could be a timer. What's that do? Timer. Press and hold the button for 2 seconds to start start or stop the timer. Hold it for 2 seconds. Didn't, oh, it started a timer. What does brightness do though? Like brightness of what? The brightness of the device, look. I'll try to move my hand here. Very neat. You got zoom in and out. You can do all these things with this. Let's zoom in and out. Let's try that. Does it zoom into the software? Does it zoom into Google? Does it zoom into Premiere? Does it zoom into Illustrator? Let's see. I did save it, right? Save. All right, let's go. Oh, it's not zooming in. Why not? Rotate right, zoom in. Excuse me? All right, so it's not zooming in, that's for sure. Before we close out this preview, I just want to try out some audio customization. Just kind of see what that's all about. See if I can handle it. All right, where's my software? There it is. Get a live preview of what it looks like on the screen to pop things off. Does it know right away? It does, not immediately, but all right, it's seated now. Can I customize each little slider? Brightness, system, volume control. So it's just general volume control of the system. Volume, 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 volume. Oh, okay, you got real-time display of the knob. It's pretty funky. All right, it is working. And it's very, very quick and very immediate. There's no really lag if you see what's going on. Audio mixer on OBS Studio, so you can link it to the audio mixer. I guess general volume. Yeah, it's very simple. I've never really did like OBS Studio or Streamlabs, so I don't know how many options you can have, but I've definitely already filled up 2 of them with the Masterhub and the system dropdown, so you have 3 more to play around with, and it doesn't look like you can do much more with them through here yet. But nonetheless, they are cool. It is a fun thing. I probably would wind up rocking the dial with the screen and the triple dial, because there's probably a lot more functionality I'll get out of it personally. I hit the settings on the top right, software, you can check the firmware, recovery. I'm just curious, all right. Yeah, very, very basic settings, nothing like intricate to customize. And that's pretty much it. It's just a one screen layout, there's nothing else. I didn't really customize these scrolling wheels, but they do the same thing as the other knobs. Cooler Master is really announcing this product at Computex in a few days. If you're seeing this now, very excited to see where they take this product and if they make whatever modules. I don't know how deep they can really get with the modules, but at least they have the ability to add and customize the product. And even if things break, you could replace them ideally. Anyway, in theory, it seems like a good product right now. It's very fun. So I think it really does have a lot of practical use. But with that, nerds, it's going to be the end of the preview of the Cooler Master Masterhub. This has been Mark from NoisyPixel.net, and I'll see you on the next tech video.
Noisy Pixel.